So let's start up north in Egypt. The central bank has sold over $500 million to commercial banks at a rate of 7.73 Egyptian pounds to the dollar in an exceptional foreign exchange auction. This auction was designed to cover the imports of strategic goods. Now, Egypt, as you'll recall, we've been reporting on this for a while now, has been suffering from a foreign currency crunch due to political turmoil which has gripped the country ever since the ouster of Hosni Mubarak in 2011. Yasser Kim looked at whether the auction has stabilized the Egyptian pound.
The dollar increased by nearly 10% against the Egyptian pound in the black market this week. Egypt's dollar revenue, mainly from tourism and exports, had dropped sharply in the last 5 years. Now there is short supply of the hard currency needed to import basic goods.
The rise in dollars will lead to higher prices for goods, an increase in cost of imports, and the exit of several companies from the Egyptian market because they can't find dollars to operate.
Aside from the dollar cap in place for about a year, the central bank issued dollar certificates to Egyptian expats at attractive rates. It is expected to garner over $1.5 billion. The central bank also released an exceptional foreign exchange auction on Sunday worth $500 million. The auction was supposed to stabilize the Egyptian pound, but it didn't.
The whole country is talking about the role of the private sector in developing the economy. The investments cannot be done by one side. The state cannot work alone. The state budget cannot withstand the pressure. And so there is a trend now and new laws to stimulate the private sector and thus increase revenues.
Experts say measures such as dollar auctions, loans and grants from donor countries are all temporary solutions.
The problem is not with central bank, but the cabinet that must take drastic measures to protect the pound against the dollar by increasing exports, by depending on local products and means of production instead of importing. There must be more effort for marketing our tourism industry abroad. We should work hard to increase exports and limit imports, especially of luxury goods.
The Egyptian pound will continue its downward spiral if these steps are not taken. Apart from its basic imports, the government has other dollar debts to cover. On Monday, it paid $66 million to foreign airlines, half of its dues, to avoid them closing down their operations in Egypt. Also, over $3 billion to the foreign oil companies and a $500 million batch to the Paris Club. Yes, Hakim for CCTV. Cairo.